Hi everyone, I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I have one last reading for the day. This one's for me. I want to know what are all the effects that will be raining down on Donald John Trump because of the release of his tax returns. So I'm going to change up the positions a little bit, so I'll talk you through it as I go. So the first card is the forces in motion. Second card is his challenges. Third card is going to be one of the effects. Fourth card is going to be another of the effects. The one straight above is his karma. And then next is his future and the outcome. Okay. So, oh, and this is a different, hold up. It's a different, what do you call? Rider Waite. It's called the Tarot, the original Tarot deck of 78 cards. And it's by Dabrigh.com, D-A-B-R-I-G-H. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Dabrigh, I don't know, but I like them. Anyway, okay, so that's the deck, and then I'm also going to use the little, what do you call, Lenormand, the Maybe Lenormand by Ryan Edward. Okay, so forces in motion, challenges, one effect, another effect, karma, future, and the outcome. All right, let's see what we can get. Okay, so Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, how interesting. Okay, I love that this card came through because one of my dear viewers was sweet enough to let me know. Her name's Susan Holly, and she said that the New York Times has been known since the 1950s as the Gray Lady. Wow. And as the most powerful newspaper in the country. And so that it might be the Queen of Cups is what she's thinking. I had the Queen of Cups in one of his other readings, so that's where she picked up on. So thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that because I think you're right on there. Okay, so the Queen of Cups reversed in the position of the forces in motion. Well, yes, of course, it would be the New York Times, I believe, and also this could be a family member who has decided to come out with it. So I think this is also, in this situation, we're speaking to Mary Trump. Because of course, I mean, you just do the math. I mean, of course she's the one that, her and her relationship with Susan Craig. Susan Craig came to Mary Trump years ago and wanted all the financial documents that she knew she had. And anyway, it's a long story about how they came out. It's in Mary Trump's book. You can Google it, you can look it up if you don't already have the book. But short story is, rather than make this reading so long while I explain all the details to you, short story is that Mary Trump is the one that that had all the financial documents from the family trust, and which is the instrument that and Donald Trump tried to, well, he did steal. She has a lawsuit. She has another lawsuit against him, or a lawsuit against him too, about the family trust money that he has stolen. He stole from the whole family. So I think this is Mary Trump, and she's the one with the forces in motion. And it's also, I think, her relationship with Susan Craig of the New York Times. The three people in the New York Times that were responsible for that Pulitzer Prize winning, expose that came out that explained, his business practices in the past. And so now the tax returns have come through. Now, it's not only Mary Trump, it's also because of Cy Vance Jr. But this is a family-oriented card. So that's, you know, Cy Vance Jr. is the one in, I don't remember if he's Southern District of New York with Letitia James or if he's Eastern District. But anyway, it's Donald Trump kept pushing they kept appealing to keep the, you know, the tax returns out into the public. And they lost, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't be out. So that card speaks to the Queen of Cups as well. So that's interesting, because it puts it on another level. If we just read her, you know, the meaning of the Queen of Cups and let go of the, you know, the gray lady of the New York Times, and even let go of Mary Trump and Susan Craig. We're in the realm of codependency and being very emotionally insecure. So there's that. So this could be about him. And this could be about how it affects him, because that's my original question. We always have to remember that all the cards will, you know, display, if, you know, we're choosing them based on the intention. So that's the reason I got this card. So his emotional insecurity. Oh, and what's challenging him is the Five of Pentacles reversed. So now if it were straight up, even straight up, you're dealing bankruptcy. And he wanted to hide those 5 bankruptcies. But coming through reversed, this could be showing his actual, like, inner emotional, spiritual poverty. Like, deep down inside, he doesn't believe he's anything without money. And, you know, he needs to heal that. So the forces, or, you know, more of the effects, well, this can very well be the law here with the Ace of Wands. Well, it's very powerful, whatever it is. There's a very powerful, forceful effect on him. And because of the wands, you know, they have to do a lot with our spiritual energy. This is definitely tied together with his emotional insecurity and his inner poverty. That's weighing on him heavily. And the other effect, well, with the Eight of Pentacles, this could have to do with his show, The Apprentice. There could be that a lot of the pieces of information that comes through, because, you know, when we're in the realm of Pentacles, we're dealing with actual physical things. I don't know, the wands can be paper too, but I just feel like these are documents, because there's a lot there, and it's going to just, you know, it just started, because they could have waited until like 2 weeks before the election. But I think because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people are voting early, and it has started already in several states, I think they wanted to get things out, and then there's more and more that has to come out, and that's what's happening. But so with the Eight of Pentacles, you know, I mean, it's, of course, The Apprentice. That's the show, right? So there's probably a lot of information from that show where he has declared things that are either not true, or, you know, show this inner bankruptcy, this inner poverty. But the effect is to increase even more. He'll feel even more like the inner poverty. Maybe it'll help him get in touch with it, you know. Maybe on some soul level it'll help him heal it a little bit. Because you have to go there, you know. Whatever is hanging over us, especially when it's unconscious, it has so much control over us because it's unconscious. Whatever we're aware of, you know, any of our shortcomings we're aware of, we can work on them. But he hasn't been doing any of that. Not at all. So yeah, it's like, I think on another level, we're going to be educated more and more about his inner poverty and what he's done. And it's possible that there could be a lot of karma here with the lady, the gray lady with New York, with New York City and the state of New York. I mean, this has come through because of the state of New York. Whether it was Eastern or Southern District, I don't know. Okay, so his karma with the Six of... Ooh. This is money laundering. Wow. Well, it's also, besides money laundering, this is where, he's taken advantage of the system, where he hasn't given back. Because straight up, of course, there's the reciprocity of, I have something to give, and I love giving it, because giving is receiving. Well, he's not in alignment with that spiritual law. So, of course, this is his, again, inner poverty. Boy, it just so goes with Mary Trump's book, like too much and never enough. It's also his debts. This is his debts. His debts to New York. His debts, probably around the world. His debts with Deutsche Bank. And I get the money laundering. I really feel like it's the money laundering. This could also be his karma with charities, foundations, that he had in the past. They're not allowed to have. I don't think they're allowed to have any charities anymore. Any of them in the Trump crime family. So okay, so his future. Ooh. We've got the devil reversed. Now, usually when it's reversed, that has to do with being released from something where you were chained. So I guess on one level you could say, yeah, it's out there now. So now he doesn't have to keep worrying about it because it's out there and it's going to keep being out there. But, the reason I change these cards, so I usually do feelings and his actions. In this situation, I don't care what he's feeling, do you? And his actions, well, we know he's going to lie. So that's why I wanted to just do the effects. The effects and the karma, and then this is the future. Yikes. So... the normal meanings of his power being reclaimed, or his, letting go of something that he was attached to, especially because, this card is all about, when it's straight up, it's all about addictions. And he's definitely, he has multi-addictions, I'm sure. And, and he's addicted to money. Look at all these pentacles here. We do have the One Cup card, and I'm sure that is to honor the state of New York and the Gray Lady, the New York Times, and Mary Trump. Or family, So, but reverse, I'm kind of confused about that, so I'm just going to leave it here for now. If you guys have any, if you have guidance on that, please drop it in the comments. I appreciate them very much. Because usually it's a good thing to have this card reversed, and I don't know that there's any good, but maybe it has to do with something's off his back now because it's out there. The thing that he fought the most, the thing that he fought the hardest is now out there. So that's got to be a relief on one sense, Now the outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. Huh. It's all about, a big imbalance in your resources, in your financial sphere and resources. Oh, I get it. It's his family. The outcome is the family, the Trump crime family, being upside down financially. Okay. Let's move on. So we have the stork, or storks, usually in the other decks, but in this deck it's just one. The stork is, so the forces in motion is big change. big change because of coming from the state of New York, Mary Trump, Suzanne Craig, New York Times. Big changes for him. Or changes. Changes. And then the challenge with being the card of merriment. Boy, I get this card for him all the time. Addictions, partying. Yeah, so this puts a big puts a big damper on his partying. Ooh, the effects. Yeah, it's not good. It's on his honor, his reputation and honor. It will affect his reputation and honor going forward. I mean, my goodness, could he be any further down the toilet with his reputation? He's already called the military suckers and losers. I mean, what else could he do? He's insulted everybody. He's abused. He verbally abuses his children, his family. He verbally has abused generals. There are 500 generals that are voting for Biden because of him. I mean, my goodness. And then there's another couple hundred of like retired generals who are voting for him. So I don't think he has a chance. Okay, so more effects. Yeah, financially. The financial effects. Maybe this means that he's going to have to, someday, if he lives that long, he's just going to have to like work hard for the money. Maybe he's going to have to work for somebody else someday. I mean, maybe for Putin? I don't know. I think he's afraid to go back there. I don't think he wants to go back there anymore. The karma for him with the key card is very, very important. This is huge for him. This is huge. And his future, oh my goodness, we have the illness card. So I don't know if this is mental illness or literal, like COVID. Wow. And then with the family, oh, the burden. Okay, yeah. So this, I'm so glad I did this reading. Okay. So this is bigger, this is way bigger than just him. This is the whole family. The burden on the whole family. Trump organization, all the kids. This is bigger than just him. And this is way bigger because at first when I thought of the question, I wanted to know what effect it would have on his on his presidential run. And then when I was shuffling the cards, I kept opening and feeling like, no, wait, I want to know exactly, all the other areas of life that it's going to affect him. And so we got it. It's family, destitution, bankruptcy, spiritual poverty, inner poverty, on the feeling level. If you feel spiritually bankrupt, if you are spiritually bankrupt, you're going to feel it. So his whole family, this is really important. This is the illness on the whole family, and it's a huge burden. So as far as the election goes, I've already gotten so much guidance on that he's not going to win. So I don't really feel like I need to ask again about that. Because this is so much bigger. Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. That's all I've got. Thank you. Bye.